Our fancy boy detective Ronan is looking stylish with his hat and his glowing bullet holes. We are continuing on with the investigation. So last time he died, he was thrown out a window, and we have to find out why. Our objective is to find our way to the church. Because when we died, there was a teenage girl who was... Hold on. Reveal. Press X to review my life.
The day everything died for me.
The end of forever. What's this information about? Thinking about it is so surreal. I instantly have an out-of-body experience every time. Seeing myself at that moment, after she tried to break up an argument between two men on the street, two strangers to her, one of which would stab her for no reason at all. She died for trying to help, and the asshole got away. If I'd arrived to meet her just 1 minute earlier, my life would have been different. Better. And she wouldn't have been gone. So this was the death of his wife, which caused the dark shadow to settle over his heart. We met his dead wife, but his dead wife told us that we had to resolve the unsolved part of our life before we could join her. Here's Julia's thoughts. Rough day at work for my man. It took a while for him to be able to talk about it, but this Baxter fellow seems to be completely hostile towards Ronan, and there's nothing he can do about it. It's a mystery why there's so much animosity. Ronan has never done anything to offend him, but Baxter decided what kind of person Ronan was, and there's no convincing him otherwise. You can't teach some people. Right, Baxter is that one cop who took our hat and said that we got what was coming to us. Let's possessed, eavesdrop.
Face it, Baxter hated the guy.
I think the hate was pretty mutual.
Ronan was a little rough around the edges. But Baxter, he isn't exactly Mr. Cuddly.
Yeah, but you don't think he'd... I mean, a fellow cop. Or anybody.
In this job, I'm surprised less every day about what people are really capable of.
Well, it sounds like we are implying that maybe Baxter was the murderer. Okay, over here. There we go. Baxter and Ronan's mutual animosity. Cops wonder if Baxter hated Ronan enough to kill him. Well, the only thing we really know about the killer is that the killer was very strong. That's the only thing we know, really. Doesn't seem like they have anything else to tell us. So if you remember, we can walk through the living world things, except buildings, because they are consecrated, so we cannot walk through the walls. But we will always find open doors at the top of the hill. We cannot walk through, like, ghost boats or anything like that. Right, we're trying to find a church because... I guess going that way. But can we walk through this? Yes, we can. We saw a teenage girl who was escaping the scene of our death. Oh, there's one of those symbols down there. And it looked like that the murderer, the Bell killer, was looking for the girl. We don't know why. Oh, spirits that we can hide in. That must mean there are demons about. Because that's what we use these spirits for. We hide from demons in them. Can't walk in there. Oh, hold on. Reveal. Created a ghost ramp. Old Town Seafood. Jumbo prawns. What was the reason? I can hide in this, but, you know, no reason to do that. What was the reason for me to make that ramp appear? I'm not seeing anything up here, honestly. We can, like, look at the view. Like, there's the church over, like, the entrance of the church over there. But I don't see any... Oh, actually, there's something over there, but that's at the bottom of the ramp. I don't know why we needed to make this ramp appear. Collect. Collect. That car tattoo. I didn't even have to ask about the car stealing tattoo. I hate it. It's garish, crude, common. He can sense my disapproval. But I suppose it's too late. All tattoos come with the danger of regret. Of course, Julia will never regret her Shadow the Hedgehog tattoo that she has. It's like a full back tattoo. It covers the entire back. She does not regret that one. So yes, we have tattoos all over our body that sort of chronicles our life of crime. Possess? Let me mind read.
Ghosts were real, and we could just talk to them.
We cannot talk to her.
I'd accuse my boss of witchcraft in a heartbeat.
I mean, let's not say that.
I wish ghosts were real, and we could just talk to them.
I wish I lived in the days of the Salem witch trials so I could accuse my boss of witchcraft. I was born in the wrong century. Can I look at these? Nothing really to see on these machines. Someone hiding. What is this person hiding about?
Where am I? This isn't right. I don't even know how I got here. I just want to go home.
Oh, the church is way up there. Anyway, let's talk to her.
Listen, I don't know if there's anything I can do, but it looks like you could use some help.
I don't know how I got here, or even where here is. I can't remember what happened to me. Why am I like this?
I'm sorry to tell you, kid. But if you're here, it means you're dead.
I knew it.
Look, I'm in a similar situation. Now, I used to be a detective. Let me take a look around and see if I can find anything that will help you make sense of all this.
I don't even know where you'd start.
Is there anything you remember? It doesn't matter how small. Sometimes the tiniest detail is all it takes.
I remember lots of people. And this rowboat. Everyone was scared. And I keep seeing the name Monahan's it.
That's a start. Let me see what I can do.
All right, ghost investigations go. How did the lady on the beach die? 5 clues. This thing's shaking. Let's reveal. Okay, it revealed ramp. Before we do that, there's something over here. Collect. Witness view of eyes. Witness only saw the suspect's face briefly. Much of face obscured, but suspect appeared to be a white male with blue eyes. As far as who the killer is, not many characters have been introduced yet.
There's a note. You will be deeply missed. You are a hero to us all. Huh. Hero to us all. Looks like more than one person owes her their lives.
Alright, so maybe she helped some people in life. This thing's rattling.
Huh. Looks like a memorial of some kind. I'll bet people left more than just this around here. Finding that stuff could help piece things together.
Alright, so perhaps she drowned in the attempt to save people from drowning, possibly. Anything on this? In this gazebo? Doesn't seem like it. Well, we made a ramp. Actually, is there anything in here? That thing's rattling. Candles. A bunch of candles that were left here over the years. Most of them look like prayer candles. Newspaper?
This is her obituary. She died when a rowboat capsized and sank. Her body was never recovered. What was she doing on a rowboat?
Returning to the sinking Monahanset right before she drowned. Let's go over here. That's just a big old picture. What does this look like? Framed picture. Picture of the survivors of the Monahanson steamer wreck. Well, I guess we have all the clues. Time to find the answer. How did she die? Well, we have 3 clues we have to pick. Newspaper obituary seems like it's an important one. Sure. The one that says that she was saving people? Probably. Beachside Memorial? That is not one. That doesn't tell me how she died. What did the candles say? Doesn't look like it. She is not one of the survivors, I guess.
Handset went down. She wasn't a victim. She was a hero. She saved a lot of people before her rowboat sank. She needs to know how much she meant to them.
All right, so she died saving people from the wreck.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, they're just like all within a few feet.
The mono handset? Turns out it was a steamer ship that sank right outside of Salem Harbor. If it weren't for you, a lot of people would have died. You're a hero.
If I saved everyone, then how did I die?
No, you didn't save everyone, but you were trying to. Your rowboat capsized.
I can't swim, so I must have drowned.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. Thanks to you, instead of fear and sadness, I feel pride. If it weren't for you, I would never have known. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'm glad I could help.
And off she goes. We have resolved the thing that was unresolved in her life. And I guess that, that's a better story than you were murdered because you were playing your music too loud. Sorry about that. It's a little bit of a more feel-good story. Here is the church. Pirate history. This spot overlooks the favored launching point of many privateers who operated with tacit permission of the Continental Navy during the Revolutionary War. Salem was the primary harbor for heavily armed and fast-moving ships that would attack Royal Navy ships as they attempted to apply pressure to the neighboring port of Boston Harbor. Just a little local flavor for you. Not like directly related to the story. Reveal. Hello. Oh, review my life. Here we go.
No one made me smile like you did, Jules.
It's hard to put into words the happiness Julia brought to my life. And what's this? Julia's thoughts. The pictures we took at the beach came out surprisingly well, considering it was almost dark. The one I got of Ronan as the sun was setting was brilliant. It wasn't much for capturing Ronan's features, but my, what a silhouette that man cuts. He makes everything around him look good. Salem could use that shot to sell itself as a beach resort. My husband is so hot. Okay, taking the picture, there you go. Happier days when, like, we were not wearing a fedora. You see, that's how you can tell that it was happier. When his wife died, he put the hat on. Church. Enter.
When you're running away, you need a sanctuary. A place where nothing bad can touch you. But you can never escape the questions. They follow you everywhere.
It's a good thing the priest left the door ajar. Otherwise, we'd just have to wait out front until someone opened it. I need to figure out where the witness is. We found our way to the church. Do we get a new objective? Investigate the church to find the witness. Make sure we find as many circles and lines as we can. Can't stop loving him. The man is who he is. I can't help myself. I try to stay away, to be sensible, to consider someone I could actually share a normal life with, but I find myself thinking of Ronan all the time, and I can't stop. Can't. This is it. This is what real love is. She's got it bad. She's got it bad for this hunk right here. This hunk of man. Anyway, here's a demon hole. Do not step on the demon hole. There's like someone over there, though. Let's talk to this person. What's going on?
Hey. It's okay. Just don't go near them.
I couldn't look anymore. I had to stop it. Those hands, they tore at my soul, at my mind. It's your eyes. They get in through your eyes.
All right. Just calm down. You're not making any sense.
Shh.
What?
They're coming for you.
Well, I don't know if she wants us to solve a mystery.
I can still see them.
Doesn't seem like it. Before we go into the rectory, let's take a look around. Oh, the marriage.
There's one promise I never regretted.
The best day of my life. We had known from the start that we would end up here sooner or later. He should be wearing like a white fedora. Anyway. A saw. Oh, the bell tower banshee. I need 10 more saws to uncover the story. So like in the apartment building where we found the boilers, we can find a hidden story about a saw, apparently. Oh, here's the teenager.
Where is she? Wasn't there a clue about the church in the apartment?
Oh, so many clues. What clue that I found would give me more information about this? Well, let's look at them. Shattered window, the church, photos of... Oh, what's this? Photos of witness collected as evidence. Can I find info of where she went in them? I mean, we know where she went. She went to the church. Damaged wall. My only lead. Obscured photos. We did see, like, a picture of her with the priest in one of those photos. Packed luggage? Why did they leave that behind? Missing person's request? Right, the girl's mother, I believe, was the psychic consultant. Mysterious sketches. Let's take a look at obscured photos. It was not that. That's not about the church. What is about the church? How about the church? Yeah, okay, yes. Yeah, I'm starting to get how the game thinks.
Father, do you have anywhere that I could stay just for a little while?
Of course, dear. The church is always here to help. I think we have an old attic you can stay in, for as long as you like.
She's been staying in the attic? I better go check it out.
You don't have to... You don't have to... call the authorities or anything about, a possible abused youth. Just hang out in the attic, until things blow over. It's fine. Possess. Oh, there's a ghost with her. Let's see. Mind read.
At least it's well lit, and there are people around. What was that? Thought I heard a sound. At least it's well lit, and there are people around.
So people are scared of the Bell killer, serial killer. Look, it's going around this town. Anyway, what's this guy doing? That can't smell good. Did she find that creepy? What can't smell good? Oh, I think that a shoe he's holding. I'm not sure. Well, did she find that creepy?
Did she find this as creepy as I do?
Oh, no. She never knew. Where's the fun in that?
So you stalked her?
I was the only one who appreciated her. Not like all those strangers she met at the bars, those animals. That's why I had to get rid of them. I did it for us.
Looks like one of them didn't go so quietly.
No. They were all too drunk to put much of a struggle. This happened while I was watching. I didn't realize I'd backed into a snowbanker. I never smelled the exhaust. Suddenly I was here. To be honest, it's the best thing that ever happened to us. No more pesky walls or locks. Now I can watch her. Watch her every move. Forever.
Well, I guess some people don't want to resolve the unresolved things in their life.
Hey, find your own girl. This one's mine.
Well, I guess that's a happy ending.
Save us from the dark trials to come.
Is this the same woman? Hold on a second.
She's praying what I'm thinking.
It's kind of is. I think the clothes might be a different color. Mind read.
I hope this is helping. If there's someone up there, please start protecting us.
I guess she means me.
A lot of prayers going up right now. Not just hers.
All those prayers get clogged up in the pipes.
I'm sure it's just isolated victims he picks off.
I mean, you never attack like a bunch of people in the church. There's also a crow over here. Ghost crow. I cannot do any. It doesn't seem like I can interact with the ghost bird. I think that's everyone in here. All right. Well, clearly I'm not going to be able to walk over that. There's the priest vacuuming up the demon hole. You know, I just realized I went through the door. You don't have to do that. You can just do that, right? You don't have to walk through doors. I found a second saw. Need 9 more to uncover the story. Another demon hole, just positioned just right. Oh, 3rd saw. 8 saws needed to uncover the story. Can't walk outside, it seems. There we go. Just, you know, a jaunty old church tune.
This place is so cold tonight. When she calms down, I'll go ask her why she needs to stay here.
The attic must be up there.
Yes, that's right. I remember that being an advertised part of the game when this was coming out. What's going on behind that? Oh, demon hole, of course.
I don't know, Angie. Brian is a lovely boy, but I worry about his family.
Well,
His mother does seem to be a bit of a heartbeat, but Brian's worth it.
Yeah, I think so too, dear. It's just that Shelley didn't grow up around boisterous people, and I worry about the pressures of their relationship.
Oh, Sheila, they'll be fine. You know they'll have a long, happy life together.
Oh, I'm sure you're right. You've been her best friend since what, 4th grade? I think in some ways you know her better than I do.
She's had a great role model for motherhood, I must say. When she has kids, they're just gonna blossom with her.
You're so sweet. I must admit I am looking forward to grandchildren. Has she said anything to you?
Well, she hasn't said anything specific. I know they both want kids, but they ought to have a couple of years just to enjoy each other.
Of course. I don't mean to be selfish. I mean, what's the hurry? They're young.
That's a lot of flavor text. Well, now I'm invested in this story. Are they gonna have kids? Let's mind read.
I hope my wedding isn't this stressful. He's a great guy, but she's right about his mother.
My girl's marrying her love. That's all that counts. It's so simple to be a nice person. Why can't everyone do it?
It's the wedding day, and everyone's very stressed. Another saw. 7 more saws are needed to find out the story. What do we got here? More magazines, more tech, more ladies, more news, more dentite. Everyone has the same set of magazines. Going up. Well, it's not like we would be able to press the button ourselves. 3rd floor is the attic, and the priest did say, well, we can possess this, but before we do that, let's see if there's anything around here we need to be a ghost to do.
This would never happen in my kitchen.
Food being cooked? Such a thing does not happen in my kitchen.
They want excellent food under these conditions?
A large kitchen with... I don't know, there's like a guy working on the fridge, maybe. Maybe he's angry about the fridge being worked on.
Those air vents okay?
Oh, yes, sir, just regular maintenance. These things are big enough for small animals to go hiking in, so we just have to make sure none of the little critters get trapped in there.
Well, what happens then?
You probably don't want to hear about it in the food preparation area. It can get smelly.
Maybe that's why they use incense, huh? Oh, yeah, they're quite the fairy tale. They weren't high school sweethearts, you know. Everyone thinks they were, but they just seem like they've been in love forever. But they met right after college. Total chance thing, trip to Europe. I was hoping he'd meet a nice Irish girl in Dublin, but he met Shelley down in Florence. And she's from Boston. He travels thousands of miles across the freaking ocean to meet the love of his life, who lives right down the road. Kind of makes you believe in fate. Like they were just meant to meet and be happy together forever, right?
That's great. Really great.
You follow football? I don't just mean the Pats. I mean local Friday night kind.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sometimes.
And my boy quarterbacked for the Witches all 4 years at Salem High. Was on the varsity when he was a freshman.
Well, congratulations on the wedding and the football.
Wow, I'm really, like I said, getting invested in the story of this family and this wedding. It's more exposition than we've seen about the main story at this point. And of course, the Colonel is here telling us that small animals can get caught in these vents. Small animals, you say.
It's not my fault. My kid's great.
Why would someone think that?
This guy would love to see my boy play football.
This repairman, I bet if I could take him back in time to watch my son play football, he'd be into it.
Will this guy shut up? Not even listening.
Is that the same voice? I mean, we heard the Colonel's voice, but that did not sound like him there. His voice is different in his mind. This food looks like a pillow. It just looks like a pillow with a pillowcase on it that looks like food. This is probably a bad place for us to be. I am being sucked. I got sucked. That's what demons do to you. They suck you. Find the cat. I mean, technically I shouldn't even know about the cat. The game's just telling me, you just find the cat. Poltergeist. Make his TV turn on. There's no one in this room to be scared at the TV turning on. Another demon hole. Right in front of the stairs. The most inconvenient place. Prompt. There we go. 6 more saws needed.
I don't know, Angie.
It appears the deep. Oh, he's right there, actually. Is he gonna come through the wall? If he doesn't, then it should be fine. Alright, I guess the demon's gone now. No reflection? We're a vampire. Here's another saw. There we go. 5 more saws left to discover the story. Four more saws. Can we find 4 more saws in this church? This is the outer wall. It's consecrated. Cannot go outside. Alright. Actually, is there anything on this couch? No, there's not. Alright, just making sure. Possessed cat. Alright, then this is what you want, obviously. This is what you want. You want to have the Y prompt. Press Y to meow. This is you know, this is the main attraction here. So when we see like a track like that,
is evidence okay?
Oh, yes, sir. Just regular maintenance.
I'm trying to remember how this works now.
So we just have to make sure none of the little critters get trapped.
Remember, like if you see like this like trail? Well, no, that's dispossessing. None of the buttons are doing anything.
Oh,
I'm pretty sure I remember that these trails mean that you can like jump up like that.
Everyone thinks they were, but they
clearly nothing's happening right now.
Love forever. But they met right after college. Total chance thing. Trip to Europe. I was
inside. There we go. Reveal saw. We can collect them even as a cat. Like this trail definitely was something. Oh, there we go. Yes.
Okay, I'm not trying to be picky, but seriously, now do you call this a centerpiece?
I'm sorry, ma'am. The request form said it would be a Puritan theme display. It wasn't a lot more specific.
Look at that. Just look at it. You call that Puritan? There's plastic in that. You think there was plastic anything when they landed on Plymouth Rock?
Well, I didn't think it needed to be that precise.
No, you didn't think too hard about any of this, did you? Authentic Puritan is organic, rustic, and tasteful. It says Salem. This whole wedding says Salem. It's a statement of pride. Don't you have any pride for this town?
Actually, I'm from Wales.
My family, not my husband's Irish family, but my family, the Winslows. We go all the way back to the Pilgrims. We settled in Salem in the 1600s. We invented Thanksgiving.
Wow, they invented Thanksgiving. That's quite a point of pride. The demon cannot see us as long as we are in the cat. Anyway, the mother is very displeased with the wedding situation here. Look at this. You call this a wedding banquet? Like a few bottles of wine, a couple bouquets of flowers, like a couple presents, a fruit bowl? Disgraceful. We invented Thanksgiving here. I can't seem to knock it over though. It's not doing anything, unfortunately. There we go. In the vents we go. All right. Can't see much. I'm unable to tell if Meryl's down there doing sit-ups. Well, they got back here. I mean, I wasn't able to get into this room as the cat before, so maybe that's good. So now I can use the cat to get into the courtyard here. There's a guy hanging out. Oh, and this is a very convenient little scaffolding setup here. It's a very good cat. On the other way of this branch. No, I don't think so. Just checking. Cat still can't do anything with this, though. Objective complete. We are in the attic. I don't suppose there's a saw or anything here. I don't see one. There's a door. Cannot go through as the cat, so let's say one last meow.
There she is, finally.
Why do I always lose my keys when I need to leave?
How can I get through to her?
Yeah, we found her. Well, now what do we do? How do we get through to... How do we figure out? Well, we can possess, and we can influence. What would make her think about the Bell Killer? Would it be... the searching killer? Yeah, it was that, yes.
So get the hell out! God damn it, if you ever possess me again, I'll You have no right to dump your unfinished business
Hold
on me.
Now, I'm tracking down my killer, okay? Someone who was seconds away from attacking you about an hour ago, and if...
Wait a minute. You can see me? And hear me? Holy shit. You're a medium. Well, ain't I the luckiest guy in the world? I just found the perfect little helper.
What is it with you guys and my family? Helping the cops do their job is not some privilege. It's a trap. I'm not your informant, your partner, or your friend. I don't owe you. If anything, you owe me. Dick.
Yeah, I get it. You're tough, okay? But you're not tougher than him. You saw what he can do. He's coming after you, or someone close to you. Whoever he wants dead is lucky to still be alive. Now, I know what I'm doing, and you can help me stop him. All you have to do is answer some questions.
Look, I'm sorry. What happened to you is horrible. And you saved my life, so what do you want?
I need to figure out what she knows. Let's question, why would the killer be looking for you?
I was murdered tracking that son of a bitch to your place. So why would he be looking for you?
That freak was probably looking for my mom. Not me. I'm a nobody. Invisible. My mom and I tried very hard to keep it that way. Not everybody wants to be noticed, you know.
Looking for your mom? Do you know the killer? Is the killer looking for your mom?
I'm telling ya.
Looking for your mom? What does that mean?
She's like me, but she found a way to make a respectable living off of what we can do. Living that probably turned her into a target. Fine. Don't talk. That's what I care.
What do you mean by respectable living?
Respectable living?
Yeah. Hey, you might know her. She was working the Bell Killer case with the cops as a contract psychic. A profiler.
Sorry, kid. She doesn't ring any bells.
I found this in the apartment tonight.
That's an enormous note.
Some Bell Killer book. And it's in her handwriting.
Bell Killer book. If she was a profiler, it's probably the book she kept all her case notes in. That would be at the station.
Really?
Where's your mom now?
So where's your mom, kid?
Probably dead. She would never just leave me without saying a word. Never. I don't know where she is. I know the Bell Killer had something to do with her disappearance. Him showing up tonight just proves it.
If he killed her, why would he come back to her place?
I don't know.
Look, assuming the worst never helped no one.
Do you know the killer?
Have you ever seen my killer before tonight? Do you have any idea who he is?
You cops are so hard up on clues that you're actually asking people if they know who the killer is. Now I get why you need so much help.
I'm not asking people. I'm asking the witness whose life I just saved.
I mean, to be fair, if someone knew who the killer was and the cop just didn't ask who it was, that would be a gross oversight. Why don't you live there?
Why don't you live there?
Because of people like you always asking for help. Trying to connect one last time with your loved ones or resolve some crazy problem. I love my mom, but I can't live in one place for too long or people like you will find me too easily.
I wasn't home much either growing up. I know that's rough.
See, I got this tattoo of me like outside a house, representing that I didn't spend much time inside as a kid. It's like on the small of my back. You got any tattoos like that? Why were you at the apartment tonight?
All right. What were you doing at your apartment?
I live there, Sherlock. Well, I used to, whatever. My mother has been missing for a few days. I don't see her that often, but she never just disappears. Not like this.
You're not safe alone. You need someone watching over you. Us cops find missing people. I found you, and I can help you find your mom. Your problem is now my problem, too.
No way. Don't get me wrong, you saved my life, and... Okay, I can't pay that back, but your problems are your problems, and mine are mine.
There they are.
How do you lose that?
Good luck. You're gonna need it.
It's like a 2-pound keychain.
Wait a minute. Don't go yet. Just stop for a second, will you? We're on the same side. If your mother's involved, we need to work together.
Work together? What are you gonna do? You're dead. I'll handle it. Just leave me alone!
I bet she knows more. I can't let her get away. There's gotta be another way down.
Well, I guess we could always hitch a ride on our cat. Oh, we need to start the investigation. Learn what the witness knows. I thought we already did that. Oh, no. New objective is to exit the attic. We also learned some new stuff here. Unfinished business. Guy who's gonna be down. Is he... No, we already knew that. Trapped here. We already knew that. Okay, what have we not seen? Powerful scream. The witness's powerful scream disoriented me. How is that possible? Witness's mother has been missing for a few days. Runaway witness. Witness ran away from home. Make it difficult for needy ghosts to find her. Told his identity. Witness did not know the killer. Who do we know who wants us dead? Maybe Baxter. Could it be Baxter? Witness's mother's note implied the witness should get her Bell killer case book back from the station. She never did. Killer's motive, probably looking for the witness's mother because she was investigating the Bell killer. Church attic, priest told her she could stay here. Okay. We have to leave this attic. Well, there's the cat. It's right there. It stayed. Let's take a look around, make sure that we didn't miss like a saw or anything. Oh yeah, there's one over there. It's like an entire room. More than one room. 2 more saws needed. I like how the cat keeps meowing. Just to remind you, if you're confused on what to do, just remind you about that. All right, doesn't seem like there's anything in this room. There's like some... Yeah, I saw the ghosts over here, but nothing to interact with, it seems. Oh, what was that? Reveal? Kaboom. Collect. I got Ghost Girl's messages. She has 23 messages. The fittest of spirits can fall prey to these dangers. Yeah, we know about demons. So many collectibles in this game. So many, like, just like little bits of information to collect. It didn't seem like there was anything else. I was concerned about if we're, like, missing any saws. Because we only have 2 to go on that. And if we're going to leave the church, then we better find them soon. Obviously, we can't go into the elevator. Elevator is consecrated. Can't go in there. This window is open just enough. For that witness. The doors are closed, so I guess we're going to say goodbye to the cat once again. What does this guy have to say?
What am I worried about? Nothing is gonna happen. We're probably better off at home with the doors locked.
Yeah, I mean, a wedding's probably a pretty good place to be if you're scared about a murderer attacking. The murderer's probably not going to show up, considering how many people there are. Oh, right, I can't go through those. Oh, here's an open door. Back here. Well, here's the elevator. She would have come down here, I suppose. Anything changed about the state of things? Doesn't seem like it. Everyone's still working on what they were working on. And we've already been in all these rooms. Of course, that means if we're about to leave this church, there's still 2 saws we didn't find. We don't find these 2 saws. Oh, there we go.
Come back!
Leaving so soon, dear?
Yeah, sorry. I'll be back. Don't wait out, Father.
Be careful out there, my child.
Well, he's not vacuuming in. Oh. Poltergeist, the vacuum. Yeah, what was that, Father? What was that noise? Finally, someone is noticing our poltergeist hijinks.
Well, I'll be. What's gotten into you?
So what's gotten into you?
When she calms down, I'll ask her why she needs to...
The priest is part ghost himself, apparently. Father, this actually does not help me. Are you just standing there? Where are we?
This place is so cold tonight.
So I can't dispossess you because we're in the wall. I guess you're not gonna... No? Where are you exactly? You're like, I can kind of get you on camera. Your head's right there in the wall, and he's not gonna move because I would need to possess the vacuum cleaner to get him to move. Oh, there. Okay, there he is. There he is. He just walked right into that wall, and he is not moving. He's just gonna stand here and hum a church tune, and he's not gonna move. So I cannot dispossess him because he's in the wall, and that means it is a good time for a break. And when we come back, we're gonna find out when we got the last checkpoint, because I'm gonna have to go back to that main menu and then continue from there and see where we start. It's a mystery. It'll be fun to find out. Back in a minute. Okay, are you ready to restart from last checkpoint? Where's it going to drop us? Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, it's not that far back. Did it record me getting the saw? Let's find out. Yeah, I don't see a saw in here. So I think we got that. Alright. It's not that bad. Remember to evacuate the priest before he walks into the wall. Very important. Someone said that...
Come back!
Someone said that there was a saw at the beginning of the church.
I'll be back. Don't wait out, Father.
So that would leave one more left. But I don't know where that last one would be. Alright. Poltergeist. And he's gonna say, what? What's all that sound my vacuum cleaner's doing? always humming that church tune. Oh, he's heading towards the wall before he leaves the... Nope, L and A. Did I get out? Yeah, okay, I did. He was going into the wall before he left the demon hole. Now there are demons here. Some objects can be activated to distract demons, like a bird. Alright. Hide. Remember, you can hide from demons. Alright, distract the demon.
Yourself there with all these murders.
Execute the demon. I failed to execute the demon. I kind of forgot that there were like a prompt would appear when I did that. I forgot the basics of demon executing. It sees me. I guess they can pull me out of people. They can detect when I'm in people as well. Just want to stay where there's a cluster of spirits and people. No, they were not distracted by the bird this time. Do not care about that bird. It just had its back to me for just a second there. Well, maybe we could just, like, run out of here for a bit. Is it coming? Yeah, they're coming. They're coming. Distract, yes. Use bird to distract. Let's try it. Try it again.
It's getting dangerous.
Bird to distract.
These murders.
It gets distracted. Execute. Down and X, and there we go. Demon is executed. Where's the other one? It's back there. Okay. It's not... I mean, this kind of gets a little bit close to a ghost over there. Maybe I should try to get to that ghost. So when it goes back the other way, then I can get behind it. Hold on. Will it distract? No. Ghost is too far away to get distracted. Alright, this is the ghost I was thinking of. Seems like it's fairly close. Oh, wait, there's a bird over there. Distract. There we go. Demons executed. And there is a saw over here. One more. I just need one more saw. I can't leave the church until I get that last saw. Can we do a poltergeist on the organ? We should be able to poltergeist the organ. That seems obvious. I don't know. We can hide in the spirit for... So I don't know why there is one up here to hide in, but we can. A glowy over there. Let's go through here. Burned rectory plaque. Near this spot, the original St. Benedict's rectory was lost to flames in 1901. Once again, information that we get about the town, but not really relevant to the story. There's like a glowy down there. Did I get that before? I mean, I got the one on the altar, of course, but... Another one up here. Organ dedication plaque. This organ, rebuilt in 1919, is dedicated to the souls of this parish lost in the Great War. I don't really know if it's necessary to have all this flavor text about, you know, the town. Just kind of seems like it's there to be additional collectibles. There's something glowing back there. There's something glowing back there. Oh. Julia's thoughts. I asked him to ask me again. I was lucky he hadn't left me after I never answered his first proposal. He must really love me. He smirked and got down on one knee, kneeling right in a dirty puddle on the street. He didn't care, 'cause he knew what this meant. I'd already made up my mind, finally. He grabbed my hand and said, "Will you?" And I just said yes. Didn't even let him get to the part about marry me. We just knew, and we laughed. That was a very good sign. She was very happy about how that went. Felt very good about it. Well, that's all fine and good, but there's no saw back here.
Save us from the dark trials to come.
Oh, Rodin's Fedora. Let's read this. We watched an old black and white gangster movie marathon together, night before last. I couldn't believe he'd never seen them. I love the romantic parts. He loved the tough guy parts. When I bought him, she bought him the fedora. When I bought him the fedora the next day, he looked confused but adopted it so quickly. It's just part of him now. I don't think he'll ever take it off, even in the shower. Never buy your significant other a fedora. Don't do that. Of course, we already saw this one. Anything else I missed? I mean, there's her. She doesn't seem to want me to do anything.
It's okay. Just
we already saw this.
I can still see them.
She's just, you know, she's hanging out.
I can still see them.
She can see them. Anything else around? Anything I might have missed, like a saw? Demon hole on that. Let me go up the other way and come through that door and see if there's anything behind. No, nothing there. Alright, so it looks like that we got everything we need up here. Well, it looks like someone pulled himself out of the wall, finally. Problem is that if it's back there, I mean, we can't actually get back there anymore, can we? We could try to possess him, but...
This place is so cold tonight.
Yeah, I don't think we can get back into the rest of the church. Looks like... Someone is saying that I should look at that staircase again. didn't see that. I didn't see anything when I was going up the staircase. We've looked, we've looked both sides of this. I also look down here. There's no saw. Oh! It was right there, behind the door. The trickiest saw of all. We have completed. Now let us view the story. Our hard-earned story. Collected a series of mysterious vestige artifacts.
Well, it was somewhere around noon on a Sunday when I got a call from the pastor. He was looking for someone to fix up the old church. It had been sitting up on that hill, abandoned for over 40 years after getting hit by lightning back in '98. It suffered a bunch of fire damage. So, of course, I agreed to help. I knew something was wrong the second I stepped inside, as an inexplicable chill came over me. Anyway, I shook it off and I set to work. As I started tearing up the damaged floorboards, they were all bad. Well, I uncovered an old rat's nest. It seemed like any of the others I'd seen over my 22 years in the construction business, until I saw the scraps of human hair and bones that the rats had used to make it. Well, suddenly I heard the floorboards on the second floor creaking above me, and the sounds of a young girl weeping. Well, I was worried that the damaged section of the ceiling was going to give way under her weight, so, I yelled, "Hey, stop, come down immediately." Well, my voice must have startled her because she went completely silent. So I got up and I went to look for her. When I entered the room upstairs, though, I was surprised to see it completely empty. It only took me, a minute to make my way up there, and I would have heard her run off if she did. But that's when I heard the weeping again. Only this time it was coming from the bell tower. So I climbed up the long, treacherous, curving stairs at the top, and I noticed what I thought was dried blood dotting the way. When I finally got up to the belfry, I was just paralyzed with terror. Because lying before me was the withered corpse of a young girl. Judging by her sun-bleached clothes and weathered bones, it seemed like she'd been lying there for the better part of those 40 years the place had been empty. The rats, they picked her bones clean. I took off running. I didn't stop until I got all the way to town. The ravages of time made it impossible for the authorities to get any identity on this girl. It seems Salem will never know who killed her. Some people still claim to hear her weeping there. As for myself, I never went back.
Well, we didn't find a crying little girl in this church. But of course, these stories don't have anything to do with what we're actually doing. Just, little short stories. Little horror short stories that we're getting. That's what these collectibles are for. And now that we have done that, we have learned about the story of the little girl ghost who is crying, not doing anything in particular. She just, just crying. We can leave. Town? Yes.
Damn it. Now what? Jesus. So, where'd she go, huh?
What clue would tell me where she's headed? Could it be? Okay, it wasn't entirely obvious this time. Let's actually look at the descriptions here. should get the Bell Killer casebook from the station. Leave now, find my... Okay, the note just says, find the book at the station, don't look back. Okay, so she's heading to the station.
Leave now, find my book at the station, and don't look back.
Yeah. She's headed to the police station to steal some book. She'll blend in well there. Did you know her mother worked for the police? Fine. Don't tell me. Puss.
Oh, there it is.
Head back to the station.
It's a good thing the police station has like a tall radio tower coming off the top with sign that says police station on it. So that's that way you always know where it is. Anyway, witness is headed to the police station to track down her mother's book. Gotta chase that witness. Any other collectibles we might want to look for? I don't see anything around. There were those ramps before that we made appear. I don't know. It didn't seem like there was any reason for the ramps, but they were there. Maybe they might come into play now. Nope. Nope, just... Okay, yes. On the ground. We're on the ground. These guys have anything new to say? No. They're still talking about how maybe Baxter killed Ronan. You'd never do that, right? But who can say? Well, this is a dead end right here. Gonna have to find another way around, I suppose. Hey, how you doing?
How much does a tattoo hurt? Cop was, like, covered. What's that game? The one with the woman who raids tombs. How much does a tattoo hurt? Cop was, like, covered.
I guess she's one of the people who... she's her. I guess she's her right there.
Bored. Nothing happens here.
Except the whole mass murder spree that's happening right now.
So nice to be away from the big city with all its problems.
Yeah, and I love being in this small town that's being killed off at the moment.
What's that game? The one with the woman who raids tombs.
I know someone else who's wondering that.
How much does a tattoo hurt? Cop was...
Now, this is the same person. It's just like the exact same person.
It's hard to believe a cop got killed tonight. So quiet. Such a sleepy town.
Aside from all the violent murder.
It's hard to believe a cop...
I know, you're the same guy too. Why are there duplicates of people in this town? Ghost wall blocking us from getting to the station. No, not getting a prompt for that.
Would a new police chief do better?
Maybe a police chief could, I don't know, hire cops who won't get killed by the killer.
I should go home now.
Yeah, why are you sitting out here alone at night? Just like a few yards away from where a cop got killed. She likes living dangerously. Oh, Eternal Flame. I need 15 more Eternal Flames. It needs gas to uncover that story. I'm not inside a level or anything, so I wonder if those are just going to be like on the outside. Like maybe just around the town in general. I should be looking for... Yeah, like this. Need 14 more. Why is there a cat here? I mean, I guess we could... Can I go up here? I'm not getting a prompt to jump up onto anything. I mean, there's this, but I could have just walked through that. I guess there's a reason for this. Oh. Look, what do we have here? Needs gas. We need 13 more eternal flames. I guess that's why we were able to possess the cat. It seems like that's where our path ends. Salem feels dangerous. Salem is supposed to be a quiet place, the kind of place where you can escape the problems of the big city, but it's getting to where I don't feel safe walking outside at night here anymore. I talk with Ronan about it, and he tries to assure me that he's the most dangerous guy in this town, but the bravado doesn't help much. Something is sick about this place. She does not like Salem. Any more glowies? Pity she was not able to convince Ronan to move away before, you know, the murder. Judgment House. Known as Judgment House, the former resident of Judge John Hawthorne, 1641 to 1717, who at times held court in his own parlor room. He kept the accused locked in his cellar, as was the custom in colonial times. His unfortunate role in the witch trials of 1692 became a permanent blotch on his name. I guess a blotch is one way of describing that. Danger.
Not going that way.
No, look, see, it's right. Look, it says if you trespass. Hold on, let me just can we zoom in on that? There we go. Judgment House structure has been declared unsafe for human occupancy or use. It is unlawful for any person to use or occupy this building. Any authorized person removing the sign will be prosecuted. We're not going in there. It's dangerous. We could get prosecuted from going in there. We might have to fight demons, but we're not crazy or anything. Need gas. 12 more to uncover the story of the gas can.
Thrown out a window. That would be so awful. Stay in well-lit places. Should be okay.
Yeah, why not just hang out outside at night instead of going home and watching TV instead of just, you know, being outside while there's a murderer about? Why are there so many people outside? 11 more. You see, we should be able to do something like poltergeist to this cannon and fire it. Even though, yeah, I mean, I know it's not loaded, but like fire a ghost cannonball and like scare this guy and he'd be like, what? How did that happen? I should go home. That's the kind of thing we should be able to do. I'm kind of disappointed at how few things we can actually poltergeist here. I thought that was a thing. It was not. Neither is that. What are these people talking about? These people over here.
Would a new police chief do better?
Thrown out a window. That would be so awful.
I don't know why they gave me the option to possess these people and listen to their thoughts if so many of them are going to be duplicates. I'm just gonna... B-Rad! Why can't I get a backstory about this B-Rad license plate? Where is the backstory about the owner of this license plate?
Oh, God.
Oh, it's him.
No. Rick. And Laura, they're dead. It's all my fault. We were just having fun. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hurt anyone. I can't even remember doing it.
Okay, this is B-Rad. He killed himself and his friends in a car accident. Okay, how did he do that? Well, I mean, this wall is just a ghost wall. So he was driving... This road doesn't... I mean, I guess this is a road you can drive on, because there's like a van over here, but it's like this thin cobblestone road. Doesn't really look like a driving road. I guess he just, like, drove right into this. Did his friends head out here? Can I find his friends? I don't see the ghosts of his friends, but I did find this. 10 more to discover the story of needing gas. On this spot stood a fortification that contained the armaments store sought by British soldiers on February 26, 1775. The brave citizens of this town kept the British Army at bay by the strategic use of drawbridges, thereby preventing the seizure of critical weapons for the war that would begin only months later. I don't know if the history tidbits, I don't know if these are like true historical things about the town of Salem, or if they're just like making it up. I don't actually know. Like, if it's true things, I could understand why they're putting this in the game, but if they're just, you know, fictional flavor text, I don't know why it's here. Anyway, let's help out B-Rad.
Hey, calm down for a second and talk to me.
Oh, we know his name.
What's your name?
His name is B-Rad.
Brad.
That's not how you pronounce that, B-Rad.
Good. Now, tell me what happened.
I don't know. We were out in the town blowing off some steam. One drink turned into 3, and 3 turned into... who knows how many. The details are hazy. I must have been driving Rick and Laura home when... Oh, God. I killed them. I'll never forgive myself for doing this.
You don't know if you did. You said it yourself. The details are hazy. Now, I can take a look around here and see if anything jumps out at me.
God, what have I done?
All right, we'll investigate, but, I mean, I don't know how else your car ended up like this. It's not much to go on, but this brutal car crash might have some evidence that points to what happened that night. All right, let's look for some clues. Maybe there's some way his car ended up like this that doesn't involve him getting drunk. Inspect. Gas station receipt.
It's not much, but it's something. Gas station's not far from here. I should check it out.
It's from the night of the accident. Alright, let's check out the gas station. Anything else in this immediate area? Or are we heading to the gas station? Nothing standing out. Is the gas station up here? Where's that gas station? Well, this is the police department. We don't want to go in there yet because I'm looking for a gas station. Here's the gas station. Ghost pump. Look at this ghost pump right here. Inspect. Refueling woman.
I didn't know you were such a lightweight.
Alright, Rick was puking up a storm while she was fueling up the car. Ghost standing here. Alright, there's Rick puking. Vomiting man. It sounded like breaking glass. Rick may have been drunk off his ass, but still something startled him. Was it the breaking glass? Well, here's someone on the phone. Is this B-Rad? I mean, who else could it be? Yep, it's him. Brad. What? No.
Cap. I mean cab. What? Oh. Gas station. Yeah. The SOC. Okay. Great.
Brad's making a call. He was trying to call a cab, but something scared him off before it could arrive. This guy's trying to get in here. What's going on? I cannot listen to his thoughts. I don't know why he's doing that. Alright, what was this glass breaking business? What happened the night of the car crash? Only found 3 clues. I need more clues. Wow, those are some high prices. So what broke the glass? Like we were hearing glass breaking in all of those flashbacks. Is there a witness who saw who was driving? I mean, that is the main question. Oh, maybe these are all the clues I can find right now. I guess let's... No? No, okay, no, they're just in different order. Okay. Brad was trying to call a cab. Something scared him off. Well, I mean, if Brad's the only one we can talk to... Oh, no, there are 3 clues we can pick, and 3 clues that are available, so it's all the clues. It's all of them.
It seems they were all spooked by that loud bang. What the hell was it?
Mysterious Bang. That would be a pretty good streamer name. They heard a loud bang that scared them off. But where was it? Anything else to look at here? Well, there's some historical facts here. SOC is commonly believed to stand for Salem Oil Company. However, no such company exists. The initials actually stand for Sons of Charlie, the legal name of the service station established by 3 brothers, Chuck, Charles Jr., Sean, and Seamus O'Leary in 1928 when automobiles started to become common. The business nearly did not survive the Great Depression, but managed to keep itself alive as a front for illegal alcohol sales during Prohibition. So he's, like, looking this way. But there's really no options this way. I mean, we could look around. Mucho burrito. We can't eat burritos when we're dead, unfortunately. Well, I can't get through that. But there is a historical tidbit right here to read. This fountain is dedicated to the hope that this quiet town of Salem will be known for peace and revelry, and not serial killers. Unfortunate how that turned out. Anything back here? Doesn't seem like there's anything back here. Extra large. Actually, this drawing of the burrito on the side of the van, it's to scale. That's the type of burrito you're getting. We can't see inside the van, but believe me, Ronan is inside this van, marveling at the size of the burrito in here, and just regretting that he can't eat it because he's dead.
If I ever met the killer in the street, I don't know what I'd do. Maybe if we walk a little faster.
We're not walking right now, but okay.
So weird. Somebody was alive, and now they're not.
That is weird.
If
Cops aren't safe. Who is safe?
Who is phone? Maybe I should go back and talk to Brad. Maybe Brad might know something. B-Rad, do you remember anything about... No, I can't interact with you. I cannot. Oh, hold on. I can interact with this.
This must be Brad's car. It's not looking good.
No, it's not. The car's vanity plate. There's no doubt that this was Brad's car. Okay. I can look at his plate. Who was driving? That's the mystery. Oh. Scotch whiskey. A broken bottle of Brad's favorite whiskey. Not a good sign. Well, I got 2 more clues. But it's not giving me the option to, like, solve a mystery or anything. Well, maybe let's head back to the gas station. Maybe I needed to find those clues first, and that's why I was not getting any other options here. It's not actually, like, giving me a question to answer or anything. Oh, hold on. This guy remembers something. Probably. What does he remember? Maybe he knows about the mysterious bang.
Wish I hadn't slammed the door so hard. The stupid window was coming out of my paycheck. I was just so pissed at those drunken assholes. Who do they think has to clean up their puke? Jerks like that discourage business. I never should have let that woman drive off. I should have just called the cops.
Oh, what's this?
Oh, Brad wasn't driving after all. It was Laura. Well, we can't change what happened, but he'll be glad to know he wasn't the one behind the wheel.
Would it make him feel that much better, honestly? The cashier remembers a female driver. That can only mean one thing. And now we know that what this animation is supposed to be is he's trying to fix the window. That's what this is. That's what he's doing. I mean, honestly, it doesn't matter that much who the actual driver was. Everyone was drunk. Like, it could have been any of them. And the results would probably have been the same. Guess what, B-Rad? You can blame someone else for something that, I mean, you might as well have done.
Does SOC gas ring any bells?
Wait. I remember stopping to fill up.
You guys did more than fill up. The cashier wasn't thrilled to clean up after your buddy Rick. And you even tried to call a cab.
God. I don't remember any of that.
When the cashier came storming out, you guys took off with Laura behind the wheel.
So, I wasn't driving. That whole night was a disaster. It's hard to accept my part in things, but at least I know it wasn't all my fault. I don't know what to say. Thank you.
And he goes to heaven. Well, I guess he did call the cab. I got an achievement for that. The achievement is called Carnage. I guess he did call the cab, so he was actually being responsible. And that just the situation made them have to leave the scene in a hurry. So really, I mean, if you think about it, it's actually this guy's fault that everyone died. See, if this guy didn't run out yelling at them, then they would have waited for the cab, and they would be alive. So actually, it's this guy's fault. So I should tell Brad that, and then like the three of them would come back and like haunt this guy. Is how it should go down. Anyway, here is the Salem police station. This is where we've been trying to get to, except I was sidetracked because of B-Rad. What's this? Julia's thoughts. And for once, I felt safe out at night. All the stories you told me about being the most dangerous man in Salem, they felt true. No one could touch us, because no one could touch him, and I was with him, am with him, will be with him. I know it. She's like, sounds like a mob wife.
Should really look up all this history stuff.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing that. We're learning all sorts of fascinating things.
When were those trials? 1800s?
Yeah, something like that.
Should really look up all this history stuff.
Hey, someone left the door ajar for us. Enter the police department? We will.
Strange coming back here now, like this. A place I used as a crutch to get through the tough times when I found myself suddenly alone again. Funny how history repeats itself.
Tonight? Tonight was the first time he used a gun. This guy relies on close proximity. So remember, if you approach him, it gives him power.
Sir, if we can't approach him, how do we arrest him?
Remember your training. He's a wanted cop killer now. You can shoot him on sight.
Bell Killer War Room.
In fact, if you see anyone wearing a hoodie, better just shoot him just in case. Just in case. Just to be on the safe side. We should see if there are any new leads in our case. However, I think that is going to have to wait for next time, because it says in the corner there that there are 11 clues to find, and I think that now that we have made it to the police station and solved the church and solved B-Rad's death, I think that's going to be enough for tonight, as we have we've continued our ghost investigation in Murdered Soul Suspect. You might have noticed the delicious pun in the name. The soul is spelled S-O-U-L, as opposed to S-O-L-E, in which you might say there's one suspect. A soul suspect implies a suspect who is a soul. A nomad soul, possibly. Could that be? I don't know. But, actually, I just realized, since I got an achievement for solving B-Rad's death, I guess I never did that when I started playing the game, like, years ago. I must have gotten the achievements for the other cases so far, because I haven't been getting anything. But that time I got an achievement, so that was new. We're gonna see if there are any new leads in the murder case. Next time, as the cops are gonna go out and shoot anyone who's wearing a hood. Hopefully we can solve the case before that happens. Do you think if we solve the case and there's like a ghost villain, we can put our ghost handcuffs on? We do have, like, I mean, you see them. We do have ghost handcuffs in our belt. Would the ghost handcuffs work on a ghost? I hope we have the chance to find out. Maybe we will. See you next time for more Murdered.